Oh yeah, hey, what's going on, man?
Not much. You?
How you doing? Not too much, not too much.
Like, when did you find out about NFTs and stuff? Because I know you're into like crypto and stuff, but did you know about these things?
Yeah, so I've been involved in like cryptocurrency for many years now. In 2017, I had my first art show that I actually let people purchase my artwork with cryptocurrency. So if people wanted to buy one of my
Oh,
paintings
really?
with Bitcoin or Ethereum, that was an option. And I made that an option the first time in 2017. So
That's pretty
that
crazy.
was
I didn't
kind
know that. Did people
yeah.
do that?
No one did. I was
No.
like the first one to do it. Most people were like, "What is this? What is this?" And then you
Yeah.
have like random people that are into crypto and they thought it was like the coolest stuff, and they were like taking pictures of it and posted it on Instagram and being like, wow, this artist, he you can buy his artwork with like Bitcoin or Ethereum, and they're pretty amped about it.
Mhm.
Majority of people had no idea what it was. I just
Yeah.
thought it was really cool because I was like, a
Yeah.
lot of people in crypto have a lot of money, and most people just all the years I've been doing shows, people pay with credit, cash, debit,
Mhm.
Square, but they
Yeah.
never use um, you know, cryptocurrency. So, and I was involved with that before. So I was like, let's do something different. So that was the first year I actually put it out there that I accept it. And that was at
Mhm.
the Artist Project, a while ago, 2017.
Mhm.
And then I always kept an ear, a close ear to the crypto news, obviously, because I'm into it and interested, kind of what's happening. And then months ago, I heard of NFTs, which stands for non-fungible tokens,
Yeah.
and they can be used as a way to purchase original artwork, as other things too. Like some people can purchase a virtual property, videos or video games, or
Mhm.
it's a more of a collectible thing, but the person actually owns it. And as an artist, you can determine the percentage of royalties that you would receive when your NFT is traded to someone else, and then if it's
Yeah, I was
traded
gonna ask you about that. Yeah.
on the blockchain. So, you can have you get 10% or whatever you want,
Mhm.
15%. And every time that piece gets traded and sold, you get a little kickback, which is pretty
Yeah.
nice for artists.
For sure.
Uh,
Yeah.
in the art world, that never happens. You sell prints, they have a print, that's it. Or you have a painting, they have a painting, that's it.
So like if you sold like a normal painting and someone sold it like 20 years later, you don't get anything from the second sale, obviously.
Exactly, yeah. It's
Yeah.
the only thing when you sell a painting, like you see, you still own the rights to all your artwork. So
Mhm.
you own the rights to, the NFTs, right? You can use the artwork in, marketing yourself, just like
Yeah.
you could with your paintings or, you know,
Yeah.
but the actual physical thing, all the paintings, I've sold around the city that,
Mhm.
hang up in someone's house, that's their property, that they
Yeah.
own it. They can do whatever they want with it. I have nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
But if I have a picture of that painting and I want to use it, so it's the same with NFTs. You still
Mhm.
have your
Okay.
license because it's your artwork,
Yeah.
but the owner owns it and they can do whatever they want with it. They can sell it, they can keep it, they can give it to family members.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So that's cool. So this, yeah, you get a cut whenever. If it resells 5 times, you get whatever 10%, 5 different times or whatever.
exactly. And it's up to you to determine kind of how much you what type of percentage you want. Like I find kind of the going is about 10-15%. But some people have it more, but I still think that's pretty good. That's a nice kind of
Mhm.
kickback every time.
Yeah.
you get a sale and something
And
happens.
I saw it also has some Ethereum attached to it as well.
Yeah, so NFTs are like built on Ethereum, which Ethereum is on the blockchain, right?
Yeah.
And so when you want to purchase NFTs, you need to buy it with Ethereum. You don't buy it with Bitcoin. You do it through Ethereum because it's built on the Ethereum blockchain.
Mm-hmm.
And NFTs are really like blowing up now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So everyone's getting it. I think it really started off just with art,
Mm-hmm.
like people like, having art, and like back in the day, like, you used to collect like baseball cards and basketball cards, or, same with money, but it's just paper. It has no value. It's the collecting thing that you have. And I think that's the same thing with like NFTs. It's kind of like people are collecting these because at the end of the day, if you have the original one, no one else has it.
Yeah.
And it's not the same as like, going on the internet and Google searching images and grabbing stuff. That's the same like if you want to just Google and grab like, someone's painting and say, hey, I have this, it means nothing though. But when you create and mint a coin, that coin is actually, it's made and minted on the blockchain. So all that information is that you are the owner. You're the original person that has it, and no one can.
It's one of a kind. Yeah. And each thing is one of a kind. There's only one.
Exactly.
For that specific thing. So that's like, that also appeals to collectors because that's what people want, like one of a kind type of stuff.
It's one of a kind, exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah.
No, it seems really good. To me, it makes way more sense for art than the NBA stuff, but I know the NBA stuff's really popular too, but because NBA is like, I don't know, you could just go on YouTube and get the highlight. I don't know. I don't fully understand that.
Yeah, a lot of people are doing other stuff. But like as an artist, especially like in times like this, like you need to try to adapt, right? Like,
well, I think for artists it makes a lot of sense.
Artists are like starving out here,
Yeah.
We can't do the shows that we normally do, all the shows, all the galleries, all the projects, everything's been kind of, cut off. So you need to find new ways to kind of adapt. And I minted my first NFT like many months ago. And before it was this big, huge, like kind of craze that you see everywhere on the internet. I just thought it was really very different, very like cool, and it could actually be something the same as, how Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is,
And people are like buying these things, they're interested, and it's catching on. Have you found?
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is to certain points. Like when you see some stuff like online, and you have these people that have sold like NFTs for millions and millions, like $60 million. I think one was sold for. I think that really gets the headline news, but I think that is a very small percent of people, so I think people think this is a big like money maker for everybody, but that's not really the case. And then what people can do is there's this other company, not company, it's a crypto, right? It's called Decentraland, and Decentraland is really, I've been following them for a while, and they're pretty amazing. And what they actually do is they sell property in Decentraland, and you can buy property, and property costs the same amount of money as like regular property, So like if you want to buy like, let's say a condo, and you're spending like, maybe $600,000 in Decentraland, you want to buy a condo, it's going to be like $600,000, it's like crazy, and people are buying this.
Why? Why are they doing that? I don't understand that.
Because it's a virtual world that you can have this virtual world, and people just, they go in there and they you can have your friends all together, and I think it's going to become so popular now that,
Well, I saw some of that, yeah, but I didn't.
COVID, and you can build your own thing. Like they just built a casino, and Atari just sponsored it. So Atari is doing this casino. They're hiring real life dealers. Like they're paying them salaries to be real dealers in this casino, this virtual land casino.
It's like The Sims or whatever.
That you can go with your friends and, you can play blackjack and roulette and video games and all this stuff. Anyways, the point I was trying to say is the guy that bought that $60 million NFT, he is building a big monument in Decentraland that people can go visit this huge piece of work, and he can do whatever he wants. He can charge people like a museum.
Oh, yeah.
So
and you can get endorsements and stuff.
Endorsements for it. So there's a whole nother world, and it's all in a virtual world. And Decentraland's pretty cool. Like I've looked into it. I'd love to build a gallery there and put my artwork.
Yeah,
but
why not?
It is so expensive. It's no joke. Like it would probably be about $100,000 to do that.
Holy gosh, that's nuts.
Why would you could do that in the real world?
I know, yeah.
Right, instead of in an actual, But
yeah, I was wondering how that all worked because I saw that. Yeah, that's a big thing in games. You can buy virtual land and stuff. I saw that.
Yeah,
you're talking about. Even in video games, you could do it.
This is to like the next level, and they're doing shows. And Bootsy Collins just did a show there last week. Remember Bootsy?
Yeah.
He did a show. They've been having tons of celebrities go there, and everyone will get together as friends in this virtual world and watch a show, and then go gambling, and then check out some art galleries. And in these art galleries, it's artist NFTs that they have up there that you can purchase. So it's a really, really crazy times we're in, and I think with people being locked down and in COVID, this is definitely going to be expanding a lot more than currently, with just kind of NFTs is going to, be, even larger. So, but with my NFTs, right, that I did for raining cows, I created them I wanted to make sure they had motion in them. That was very important. You can a lot of NFTs do have motion, but a lot of them don't. They're just like stagnant, like pieces of work, but they have to be digital. So I created like these digital raining cows, and then I animated them myself, and then I added like rain sound clips.
Yeah, I was listening to that. Right? Yeah, that's cool.
And they just they just give you this feeling, and I want every little kind of piece to give you kind of a different like a mood. Like it puts you in a different mood depending on the type of rain that I use,
The thing you were talking about, did you ever see Ready Player One? It also reminds me of that, like that virtual world, did you ever see that? Where they put on like the goggles? That Ready Player One, did you ever see that movie?
I'm not too sure.
And they put on it's like set in the future, and they put on these like virtual reality goggles, but you're like there. It's like you're kind of like implanted into the Matrix kind of thing.
Exactly. Well, this is what this thing is,
I know,
right?
That's what it sounds like. It's wild.
It's virtual reality. The main thing is with goggles, but obviously not everyone has goggles right now, or VR. I should say VR, headsets, right? So you can still play it and check it out on your computer. And, it's the same thing. You have an avatar, and then, you want some nice Jordans. You can buy them as an NFT, and then you got these nice Jordans. And then if you want this, you with that, and everything you have, and then you can build your own little places. You can build your own companies and actually have people stay there and make money out of it. It's like on a whole nother level than it's like Fortnite or The Sims, but like on steroids,
Wow.
It's like next level that people can actually like make money, and it's getting very close to like the real world,
Uber crazy. And how hard is it for you to make one of these? Because you got to mine the Ethereum or whatever and stuff. So like how tough is it to do? Like how many do you think you'll make a lot of these, or it'll be more limited, or you're not sure?
Okay, so how it works is first you need to create your NFT, and
Okay.
creating your NFT is just it's a way you need to do it as an artist, right? So you create some digital art, and then I will create, like, let's say, a bunch of different pieces of my raining cows, and then I will slice them, and then I will animate them, so I give them motion, and then I will add rain to them, and now I have an actual piece. But now this piece I need to actually mint. So I go to a company I use called Rarible, and they actually will mint. It costs a fee, and you pay the fee in Ethereum, ETH, right? And they will actually, you have to go through a bunch of steps, and it has to get approved and this and that. My account on Rarible is verified, so it makes things a lot easier, which, getting verified is not the easiest thing to do. But after that, then you actually, you find out how much it will be to mint your piece, and it changes all the time. So you want to mint it when, the price is, the ETH price is maybe lower, because it might cost you, I might look at it right now and it might cost me $200 to mint it, and I know right away, whoa, that's too expensive, and I will wait and wait and wait until I can get it for maybe like $40-50, That's how much it changes. So it's important for you to know what it is, and it all depends, the price depends on how many people are using the platform and what Ethereum is trading at. So I like creating my NFTs like at nighttime when people are sleeping, because that's when I get the lowest fees. If you do it at like 6 o'clock, the fees are going to be crazy, and you'll be spending like maybe over $100 to create one NFT, right? And what you're doing is they're minting it. So they're getting your actual artwork, and now they're actually minting it into an NFT, which now this has all your information on it. It has all the information, how many times it went, who buys it, who trades it, everything. And it's now an actual coin token that people can actually buy, and then when they buy it, they own it, and it's in their wallet. And you need a wallet to do all of this too.
But like, you get an alert, like if it gets traded again, you automatically get an alert and get your cut, right?
Oh yeah.
Your 10% or whatever it is.
You get an alert, and then obviously if it gets traded, you get a cut, like you said, right? Whichever cut you put in on it, which most probably is maybe 10-15%, and then you get that, and everything is bought, and your cuts, everything with cryptocurrency Ethereum. So there's no like actual cash or fiat being used. It's just cryptocurrency. So, and you have a wallet, and your wallet, that's what kind of disperse it. You put money into it to buy your NFTs, and then when you receive money, you get it in your wallet, and that's how you receive crypto or Ethereum for your NFTs. So and then when you mint it, what you need to do is you need to put it on a marketplace, right? Where people want to buy this. So the two marketplaces I use are two of the biggest ones. It's called Rarible and OpenSea. And
OpenSea. I was reading about that one. Yeah. Well, actually, I was reading about both of these. Yeah. OpenSea and Rarible. Yeah.
Rarible and OpenSea. Yeah, the two of the biggest ones, and they have a pretty good system of a lot of people that are selling NFTs on them, and they have so many on there. It's pretty crazy. It's sometimes easy to get lost, but it's a big marketplace, you know. So then you're on the marketplace, and then other people are there, and people are there, other artists selling, people that are collectors looking, and people are looking to add to their collections what they like, seeing in value, because stuff might go up in value. Yeah, it's become pretty crazy. Like I remember one thing I saw, which was I was like, wow, this is getting pretty wild. So this cryptocurrency company, they bought an original Banksy, okay?
Yeah.
Many years ago. They took a picture of it. They created an NFT with a photo of it. And then on camera, they burnt the painting. They actually lit the canvas.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
They burnt the original Banksy painting. And then they put the NFT up and said, this is now the original. Because there's no other original that, an actual painting that you have. That's not available anymore. Now that is it. They put it up, and I can't even remember how much they sold it for, but it was over, I think, $500,000.
Yeah.
I don't know if it hit $1 million, but for an NFT, that's pretty crazy. Maybe it did. I don't know exactly, but it was quite an interesting way of marketing it, because, who in the right mind would burn and destroy an original Banksy? But some of these crypto, companies, they've made so much money.
Yeah.
They just try to change the game and have people think differently from how things kind of are, and that's not just with NFTs, that's with cryptocurrency, right? Moving away from, the government money and fiat and all that, and going into decentralized, cryptocurrency. And
I saw an NBA one too. LeBron James just went for like 100,000 or something.
Everyone that's come out with these videos, right? Like these viral videos, right? Like crazy viral videos. They become viral, but it's like, everyone takes them. There's not really ownership. Like the person that made it probably owns it, but at the end of the day, you can go on YouTube and watch it, and there was never really a real ownership of it. And now these people that have these little viral clips that they've done that we've all seen, billions of times, they actually get that recording, they make it into a fungible token, and people are buying.
So a thing that used to be like a Vine or something is now.
Exactly. So there's so many different ones, right? You just know, there's a lot of those short little viral clips, and a lot of these people that never really had anything to do with it, they are now selling that video as an NFT. And if you buy it, you own that NFT. You can put it on a screen in your home and play it and have bragging rights that, hey, I actually own this original piece. And like I said, they're selling millions of dollars.
That's crazy.
And they're the only one that has it, because it has the attachment of the NFT to it. It's not the same as someone showing something on the phone and downloading it off YouTube and saying, oh, look at this. It's like anyone can do that now, right? You can do everything. But this has the actual stamp to say, hey, and then that person, maybe they'll wait a couple of years, it can go up in value, and then they can sell it too. But a lot of people are doing that with video as well.
I wonder where things are going to be in 10 years.
Yeah. Well,
crazy to think of, man. Everything was the same for so long, and then it's all changing, the whole world.
Everything has been kind of changing. Like we used to have taxis, right?
Yeah.
Taxi.
Well, the internet changed everything.
It changed everything, but we used to have taxis, right? And then taxis turned into Uber, right? And then, we used to have to go to hotels, right? People that stayed at hotels, that's what you did. But then Airbnb popped up, right?
Yeah.
Airbnb, right? And same with food, right? Like Uber Eats came out. So it's the same thing with like banks, right? Banks used to be for how long? Banks, banks, banks. But now people are like, oh, okay, well, this Bitcoin and cryptocurrency thing, this gives us full range of motion. You want to go to the bank, they question everything. They don't really give you that much money as far as, they don't really help you out too much. You want to walk in there right now and take out, $50,000, they won't give it to you. They'll question everything, even though it's your money, or if you want to transfer something across the country, they will charge you crazy money, but it's your money. You don't have that problem with, cryptocurrency or, Bitcoin. It's more like that's your money, you have it. And before that, it was gold, right? People used to, barter with gold and trade silver. And now crypto is kind of, I don't think I don't think NFTs are going to completely like run the art world, and I hope they don't, because I still feel like people need that organic human interaction. It's the same thing that happened with music when MP3s came out, and MP3s were so big and everyone loved MP3s and you get all the music you want for free. But then at the end of the day, we're humans. We miss that interaction with records and buying records and looking through the sleeves and the feel and the smell and playing it and having a collection instead of having every single thing at your fingertips. And in the art world,
vinyl's back and huge. Yeah.
Right. And
I'd way rather hold a piece of art than a NFT.
What's that?
I'd way rather, have a piece of art in my hand or to be able to look at it whenever I want on the wall.
Right. It's that organic.
NFT.
It's that organic feel. And and this isn't the first run we had with like original. This is not the first one we had with digital art. Like, I remember the art world, like I can't remember, maybe like 15 years ago. It was like really when computers were coming out, the art world is really dying out. Everyone was digital stuff. Not like this, but people were buying digital, not really giving as much love for original paintings. But like I said, as humans, we crave that connection with artwork that was created by someone else, with their imagination hanging up in your house is so much different than, having some computer generated something, putting up. So I don't think it will take it over, and I hope it would never take it over, because I think just like music and just like art, those forms, you need that real connection,
It's just kind of like just a different form.
It's just a different
option. Yeah.
It's a different form. It's a different option, It's a different way of, different marketing, but, and, so some people are doing this, right? Like you have these NFTs and you have like these, these big kind of, digital painting walls that they put the NFTs on, and and you come by someone's house and you see, a raining cow, right? Like with the rain just on repeat, just raining, and people look at that, and it's a different form, but they're still different when you're looking at an actual painting and you're seeing the brush strokes that was done by, the artist's hands with the paint and the smell, and it's really organic, and I think that people need to feel that as human nature, something might get really, really hyped for a while, but people always go back, just like MP3s, you can get everything for free if you want, but now people are still, they're out buying records, even though they can get it for free, because they want that organic attachment, or they're spending thousands of dollars on paintings, and they could easily just like steal stuff off the internet or buy prints, but they want that organic feel in their home, and and it's a different. It gives you a good feeling when you have it.
Yeah,
It's like food. It's like music, art.
I agree, man. I think it's not gonna take over. It'll just be like, a lot of it is just for super rich, like tech people and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's a mix, or people that don't want to go outside and don't like all the human stuff.
I think in the crypto world, like in cryptocurrency, there is $2 trillion, $2 trillion, $2 trillion. That's the market cap of the crypto world.
And they're looking
Like
for,
that's a lot of money, and a lot of those people, they don't think twice about just they've made a lot of money, and they don't think twice about having a little collection and something new and doing this with this world that they're a part of.
Yeah. Wild. Well, cool, man. Thanks for breaking it down for me and letting me know. Yeah, good talking to you. And,
all right, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right. Take it easy.
All right, man. Peace.
Later.